Alright, and welcome back. We're actually here at the Daernese Keep, and we're finally ready to head east towards the Windspear Hills. Actually, there's a few things we forgot to do. In fact, last time we left Corgan out. He was actually ready to level up, and for some reason we just didn't do it. So, Corgan becoming a level 10 Berserker. Gaining 3 hit points in the process. Doesn't sound like a lot. Alright. Also, we had bought a scroll of Stone to Flesh that Jaheira's holding on to, forgetting that she actually has that ability with the Ring of Earth control once a day. So that certainly wasn't necessary. I think we're probably going to end up selling this. Hopefully we won't need to use it before we do. Alright. And here's another unfortunate thing. Lilly had really wanted to learn 2 spells that she had scrolls for in the scroll case, and we just forgot about them. One being here, Project Image and Contingency. So unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to wait until the next batch of scrolls that she needs to learn. Just putting those aside. Also, I think Nalia had learned Find Familiar. I think Lilly's curious what that might be. Not necessarily for now, but just setting that up for the future. Alright. Okay.
What?
Otherwise, we're actually heading to Windspear Hills. Not necessarily Umar Hills, which I think is actually closer. Just seems a little bit more remote. Not to mention that I think there's 2 of the more important things that we want to do in Windspear Hills, which was to see if we couldn't find an ally with the Dryads, and to rid Lord Jirdan Firecrag's land of ogres and trolls. I think he promised upwards of 10,000 gold for that. This is probably obvious why we're going there first. Okay. Sure enough, here at the footstep of the Windspear Hills, well, it looked like more than one ogre. I don't think we're expecting to see them so soon. Calling us beasts, curs. Your terror ends here. I think Lilly's surprised to hear anything intelligible coming out of this ogre's mouth. In fact, I think it's painfully reminding her maybe of events from the circus. No more words. Your lies will taint this land no longer. Your crimes will trouble the people not a second more. Yeah, certainly doesn't sound like an ogre, but it doesn't look like we're going to have a choice. Yeah, alright. Sure enough, 2 ogres, a Gnoll Elite, an ogre mage, and a baby wyvern.
Yes?
Well, Chaos Shield.
Nature's servant awaits.
I think Insect Plague for the Ogre Mage.
Be quick with it!
I guess Corgan and Minsk on the 2 ogres.
You point, I punch.
How can I help?
Nalia and Yoshi probably on this knoll.
I'm ready, I think.
I think we're just going to have to wait and see what the wyvern does.
What is it?
Pay attention. You get no second chance.
I think Lilly's going to mirror.
Crush you to goo!
Boy, everybody's centered on Corgan here.
I await your lead.
I think Jaheira's going to, close with the knoll. Alright.
What?
Ogre Mage uninjured. I think Melf's Acid Arrow for the Ogre Mage. Okay, I think Corgan's Ogre is gone.
What do you want, groundling? I will crush!
Okay, here comes, I think, Magic Missile. Or Melf's.
What?
Then I think she'll follow up with magic missile.
I will smash your face!
I think we're worried about poison from the baby wyvern.
Yes.
Yes?
Probably another magic missile. Yeah.
I am ready.
Smash your face! The axe be bloody ready!
Am I needed?
Get me from here, you blasted fool! Do it now!
Okay.
Words, not words!
I think the emergency's at least over.
What goes on here? I've seen many a strange thing in my time, but the events of the past few moments tops them all.
Alright, that's the voice of Garren Windspear. Apparently then, I guess a local ruler, or at least a member of an important family here in Windspear Hills. It looks like the battle music is not going to stop. Who are you that can change shape so readily? And why have you slain these beasts that become men? Bill's not sure what he's talking about. You were all fighting ogres, yet deaths yielded human bodies. Now there are no monsters, only you and these slain knights. Well, she's not going to call him mad, especially if he's a ruler here. I think she's going to deny it. Alright, having sympathy for us. I doubt the priests of Helm will believe it. They will seek justice and only your heads will suffice. That doesn't sound good. Asking what he's suggesting then. I suggest that you take sanctuary with me until you can discover how this unfortunate event came to pass. I think normally Lilly would be inclined to decline, but being that this is... he has the Windspear name, I think she'll accept. Especially, I think Corgan can actually use maybe some sanctuary, at least momentarily. Alright, follow behind me. My cabin is but a short distance south of here. I'll meet you there. Boy, some odd noises there. So here's where we came in. Alright. Must have traveled...
This isn't right. We're supposed to be better than this. Speak your mind.
Just helping Corgan out a little bit. But, I think going inside then to see what Garren has to say.
What is it?
Ah, you have arrived. I thought you might. Best that you learn all you can of your situation before you go off getting killed.
Alright, saying we've been tricked. Lily's starting to suspect that as far as Sheerden Firecrag, but I think, that being said, she's not necessarily angry because if she's slain innocents, if they were illusioned to be monsters, then that gives her plausible deniability. So, she's not necessarily angry yet at Firecrag if he is behind what's happened. But I think she'll feign offense and say that the slandering of her reputation is unbearable. Alright, Garren Windspear was once lord of this land, but I guess no longer. He had many holds across the heart of Alm, taken from him almost overnight. Alright, I think she's not surprised to hear this. I will forevermore curse the name of Lord Jearden Firecrag. I have the option here to say that he was plotting our downfall, but that's not quite obvious. But not denying that we recognize the name. Alright, I guess... saying it's obvious to him why Firecrag would have targeted himself for his land. Nolly remembering that he became wealthy and powerful too quickly to be legitimate. Alright, so apparently Garren Windspear has lost all his influence and wealth, but isn't sure why Firecrag has targeted us. But again, she's not necessarily angry right away because it might be a clever plot. Again, giving us plausible deniability.